Alright, Shalom, or praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, and salutes to you brothers teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. Uh, so we're as we know, we're in the end times. That the scriptures tell you, and what we got here is we've got fuel, lack of delivery drivers, and things of that nature going on in the UK. Matter of fact, let me go straight to the clip.
Will get before it gets better. Okay, so taken together it means there's a shortage of about 100,000 HGV drivers. And today, seeing the impact on the fuel industry, after we've already seen the impact on restaurants and supermarket shelves, today's the turn of the fuel industry. And the problem is we just don't know how worse this will get before it gets better.
So you had that there. Let me play this one here.
Everyone goes out rushing and we don't for no one, so I'll put a bit in, but I'm not rushing them out. I don't panic, mate. There's no point. It's not going to get us anywhere, is it? I'll get angry though, but I won't panic.
Obviously, I need to get the children to school, to college, and go about my daily business. So yeah, I'm more likely to fill up.
It's like anything else. People say there's a shortage and everyone panics, but if everyone's just sensible about it, I can't see there being a problem. They'll get the fuel, and it's going to be a priority for the government, so they'll make sure that happens.
Well, joining us now is Helena.
So now, what if you notice right at the bottom of the screen, right at the end, it says fuel delivery issues, SHAPS, considering bringing in military drivers if it can actually help. The word says it shall be a famine, not of hearing, not of bread, but hearing of the word of the Lord. So you're gonna have a point where there's gonna be a famine of the word, because this truth that we're prophesying out here is it's gonna be shut down via this internet censorship, via them just completely just coming down against the truth, censoring the truth, because we're prophesying of these things, and we're prophesying of the famines and the lack of bread. Job 5 tells you that when let me get this, because with this whole Brexit situation that took place, they've got rid of a lot of these drivers that are bringing things over, and they're not allowed back in or whatever. It's causing a lot of problems. Let's get this Job 5, and let's just jump to the point. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Hit the point here. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Alright, so you're gonna have completely destructive circumstances going on out here. Another thing they were saying is you got all these cancer patients, and because of this the mad dog thing, none of them are being seen, which we don't promote that anyway. We don't promote we promote the alternative, but anyway, people ain't been, so there's basically crisis happening in the country, of all different proportions. Now if you haven't got Yahweh Shai, you're not gonna be delivered from all this. Job 5:20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Now when you go into you touch on certain scriptures. You hear about you hear about that. It slipped my mind. So let me play this again.
And the problem is we just don't have for foreign drivers working in the UK. So taken together, it means there's a shortage of about 100,000 HGV drivers. And today, seeing the impact on the fuel industry, after we've already seen the impact on restaurants and supermarket shelves, today's the turn of the fuel industry.
Right, so when you go in the scriptures, you read about the 10 toes. You read about the countries that, and then you read about in Daniel's about the financially strong, the iron mixed with miry clay. You read about the financial strong countries, and you read about the financially weak ones that were relying on certain other countries, and England was one of them, but they've pulled out, and they were trying to come to a deal. They came to this deal, but they basically did the Brexit thing. So, you know, that's in the scriptures, and we're seeing the effects of that on the news right now. You know, this is recorded this today, and showing you the active effects of what's going on, and more things that are to come. Because notice it mentioned the food. You know, there's been food stores over here that have been empty, shelves, you know, empty and things of that nature. You know, he just mentioned it. So, you know, this is prophecy, man. You know, what does the scripture say? To be occupied in prophecy. And the scripture does talk about famines and lack of bread, lack of fuel. You know, everything's gonna get shut down. You know, and like I said, I mentioned in the military, it was talking about the military more in the whole report. You know, don't be surprised when you just start seeing military convoys all up and down your streets. Army men posted up, stationed at the supermarkets. You know, you're gonna have your checkpoints, and you're gonna have to have a pass to go to certain places. This is all part of that order of chaos. You know, that's coming down the pipeline. You know, the scripture says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because you're gonna have your checkpoints and your military, and they're telling you that for the lack of resource, the lack of the services here, the lack of fuel, the lack of food. Oh well, we gotta get the military in, because they're gonna have to sort out these national crises. You know, but that's where you get what you call your global reset. That's where you get your global reset, you know, in your new world order. But we know that it's just gonna keep going down, because you know the scripture says you know that perilous time shall come. So in Jacob's trouble, you know, so these are all things that, you know, must take place. You know, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, man. You know, so I'm gonna keep watching this news and do more updates with that. I'm gonna say shalom.